everyone! So tonight I have just a couple of quick things I want to share with you, and then we're going to do a flower tutorial. So first thing is this. This is one of my Halloween cards that I made with the little pocket, and I'll show you the whole card here. But what this is, I'm giving this away on my blog, so all you have to do is follow the link on the bottom of this video to my blog, leave a comment underneath the post for this card to be entered into the drawing. And I'm going to do the drawing on the Wednesday, September 26th at 6 p.m. So good luck on the drawing, and here's just trying to make sure that everything is in the shot so you can see. But at the bottom here we have this looks like a little graveyard scene, the little Tim Holtz dies. I love these little things, the little gravestones. And there's a spooky tree that's stamped in the background. And then on the inside I have all these little vintage pictures on cards, Halloween ones. And then this one, this nice big pocket on the front. This here. And here's the rest of the tree. And then on the inside we have my little Tim Holtz tag that I did. That is really cute. And then this guy here. And this has the little thing from the Graphics 45 Happy Hauntings inside. It's my little pinwheel. And then the card. And on the card it says trick or treat, and it's got a little silhouette. Children, trick-or-treaters with a spooky fence and little bats and another tree in the background. And then when you open it up, reveal a spider and your spider's web and another thing from the Happy Hauntings collection, and then just a place to write whatever you're going to write. And the pouch is plenty big enough for you to put something else in it, some candy or whatever gift you want to give. And since it's September, almost October, Halloween seems to be all the thing, so here's everything for that. So like I said, go on my blog, just leave a little message underneath the post for the giveaway to be entered, and win it for free. That's all you have to do. It's just my way of saying thank you to my followers. And there it is. So I'll put this one away. My next announcement is for the new book that I'm working on that's going to have a tutorial to go with it. This is it here. It's going to be a chunky mini, and it's using Graphics 45's Lady's Diary. If there's anything on the pages that doesn't come with the Lady's Diary 8x8 pad, which is what you have to buy in order to make this, it'll be included in on the tutorial for you to just print out and add. Like this is from this actual journal, which I think it was like 1800s to 1940. It ran in Paris, and I have a bunch of little images from there and things like that. So, and I had to Google all these to make sure I wasn't putting something completely ridiculous on there. But this has to do with some kind of fashion show they were having, and I thought it went well with these beautiful. But anyway, this has a little side pocket here. This is the cover, and then you just have a couple little cute little things in here. And I teach you how to layer everything, because I don't know if you can tell, but there's ribbon under here, and then there's all the flowers, and back here, this is, there's fabric back here, and then the little twirlies, and all kinds of stuff. So layering is important, and that's one of the things that we go over in the video, so you'll learn all of that and all the different techniques here. And then on the other side, this is the back, and I'll make sure you can see it really good, but I mean it's a little, this is also in there. It's a, you just print it out, little clock, and it says Paris on the bottom. This is a pocket here, and inside the pocket we have all this stuff here from the Lady's Diary. And then these will be in there to print out, and this is just music sheets, and it's in French. And you put pictures on the back. You put a little key in here, and another little saying from the magazine. So this is the first page. And this is the next page, and each page is completely different from the other one. This one is again with the layering, but there's a little pocket right here, and this is just a chipboard piece here, and what I did was just use the Tim Holtz and then the Perfect Pearls to color it up and make it look real pretty, and then just put more of my stuff that I love to stuff pockets full of things. I don't know if you've noticed, but another one of my flowers, and real beautiful images. Boy, Graphics 45 really went all out with this one. These just beautiful, beautiful pictures that they put in here. And on the inside of this, there's a gigantic tag, and this tag here is for pictures, whatever you want to do. There's plenty of room for journaling and photos, and it's real big, and little doodads on the top. So this is and this is how it's going to attach. This is going to have the big fat rings to hold it together because it's going to be a chunky mini, and I want to make sure there's plenty of space to make it as fat as I want to make it. So here's the other side here, and this is another. This is a little chipboard bird, and another thing that we go over. So I've got the stamped images in the back, and then the Perfect Pearls and all the different colors in it, and pocket here, and then more little goodies in the pocket, little tags, little things like these, and then this is the back side of the tag, the big giant tag. So it's just the first couple pages. There's 6 pages in all, and this is going to be different than what I usually do because I'm going to be teaching you how to make the whole entire album from beginning to end in the tutorial. So although you can make it any way you want, you don't have to follow along with what I'm doing with my stuff, but if you want to, it'll all be there. So the flower tutorial that I wanted to show you was these guys right here. I have a couple different ones, and I went out to this little antique place today, and I found this jar, and I just thought it was the cutest thing ever. I'd never even seen these before, but they had several of them. I only got one today, but this antique place was out in the middle of nowhere, and I thought for sure I was going to be axe murdered or something. But here's my little flowers that I'm going to teach you how to make. And this one's with fabric and doilies. This one is all paper. And as you can see, there's a ton of them back there because I've been making them. And these are actually pretty quick. Once you figure out how to make them, after this tutorial is finished, you'll be able to pump these out pretty fast because I did all of these flowers during one movie, just sitting here. And there's so many of them. There are all these guys. And I even got some little itty bitty ones. And there it is. So I'm going to teach you how to make all these flowers, but much faster than it took me. So let me get all my stuff together. Give me 1 second. Try to set this up so that you guys don't have to sit and wait for me to grab things. Hopefully I'll make these videos a little bit easier for you to follow, where everything is in the shot and you can hear me and see me. So we're going to start first with the paper flower. And what you're going to need is any old die that has, different sizes, at least 3 sizes of flowers on it. And you're going to cut out several of each one of these sizes to use on your flowers. And these dies can cut through probably 4 or 5 pages at a time, so you can just layer your paper on top and just start cutting. And you'll have a whole bunch of them just sitting around to play with. So this one in particular is flower layers and leaves, and it's the big Sizzix die. But for the flower that I'm going to use right now, this actually came pre-punched out in a book that I found at Joann's, and I haven't seen that book back there since. I wish I did, because these papers are so cute. I love them. And I just don't know why they don't have the book there, and I bought it such a long time ago that I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, it's the same thing. You just use your dies and your favorite paper, whatever you're going to be working with, that'll match. But so you see here I have 3 of these, the big size. I have one of this one. I also have one in here, but I'll show you how to do this. And this one, this I already did because I didn't want you to have to wait. But in order to get this look right here, like some of them I do all of the petals, and some of them I just do one set of petals. just to give it a little bit of dimension. So it just depends on what you're looking for, but you just need a die with like a lacy looking edge. Any lacy looking edge is just fine. And you're just going to do, before you do what I'm going to do after this, you want to do your punching first or else it won't fit inside the die. So I don't have a bunch of little things, see? You're just going to cut along your little edges, see? Real pretty, simple. Dump those out. Then from here, you want to take your little mini mister and you want to just spritz it up a little bit. Don't soak it. Just wet it enough to where you can crinkle it up without destroying it. Because if you get it too wet, it'll just fall apart when you crinkle it. And that will be sad. So you don't have to beat it up real bad because, especially with these little punches on the end, or else it really will fall apart. Then once you're done with this, now you can either, this is when you would put your perfect pearls on, if you were going to spray it with the perfect pearls, but I'm not going to do that right now because I don't want the mess on the camera. And then once it's all crinkled and you like it the way it is, then you're going to dry it. And you want to dry it with your little heat gun. This is my little heat gun. And sorry about the noise, but it won't take very long to dry because I didn't soak it. If I wanted these to be more crinkled, like super crinkly, like some of my flowers are, super crinkly, I would wet them really good, scrunch them up really good, and then I put them all out to dry in the sun. And then they get really, really, really wrinkled. But this one, I just want to dry. Not very long. Now once it's dry, you're going to want to go through, and this is tea dye. You can use this or you can use any color you want, or none at all if you don't want to do anything at all. But I like all my stuff to look kind of vintagey and old, so just go around the outside like this. See? Now take the rest of your little guys. And how you want to do this is you're going to want to layer these kind of off-centered from each other. And use a glue gun. It's a lot easier with a glue gun. So we want to start with this one, and we're just going to put a little dot in the middle. And then take your next one, I want this one. And you want to kind of off-center the petals. See, so you've got these ones and those ones. And then same thing with the next one. And then the middle one. Look how pretty that is. Before I've even finished doing anything, it looks pretty. And then you want your next two. Just go smaller, smaller, smaller. Ouch. Hot, hot, hot. And this one. And there it is. So here it is. We are not done yet. So let me let it dry for just a second so I don't rip them off when I show you this next part. Now you want to crinkle up your petals, however you want to do it. I like to take the inner petals and just crinkle up the inner ones. This little, and I can't see anything. My kids would be yelling at me right now to telling me, "Old lady, go get your glasses." And then I don't know what this tool was for, but obviously I don't use it for what it was for. I just take these inner petals here and just roll it down because I think it makes it look pretty. Basically what you're trying to do is just give your flowers some character, a little dimension. So round and round we go. Oops. There we go. See? Now for the rest of these petals, you can just scrunch them up any way you want. Or you could continue rolling them. There are some flowers in here where I rolled every single petal, and I don't recommend it. It actually kind of takes a long time to do, but it has a real pretty look if you want to. It's very elegant. So there's that side, and then I'm going to scrunch them up. And there we go. And for the next part here, you can either leave it like this and just put like a gem in the middle. Any old gem will do. Just see what it would look like. And it would be just fine right there. Nice, pretty, like that. That's so pretty. But I never just stop. I always have to keep going. These little guys here, I got at Scrapbook Convention 2 years ago, and they were in a little clearance bin, and so I got them for really cheap. So I'm just going to grab a bunch of these. But I do know that you can get these at any one of the, like Michael's or Joann's or anywhere. They're just like little filler flowers. And just, I'm just going to pick some colors here. And what I do with these, see these little itty bitty guys right here? Is I just take them from the bottom, pinch them like this. See? And then you take a little tiny dab of glue, and then you're just going to stick it in the middle. And you're going to do this with, for this size flower, probably won't take more than 4 of these. But if you have a bigger flower, it may take a lot more of them. It just depends. It's all up to you. Just fill it in the middle. This is the part that I think makes these flowers look so pretty, is how you do the middle. Gives them quite a bit of character. I think one more will do it. I have so much glue on my fingernails. I think after making as many as I did tonight, I would be doing this much faster for you. But it's actually like almost 3 o'clock in the morning. So fast is not going to happen today. Now you're not done, because of course you have to put some kind of little thing in the middle, or at least I do. And for this one I want to do like a sparkly gem. I have like this little box of goodies with all kinds of stuff in it. So I'm just going to do a little pretty little gem in the middle. And you can glue gun it in there if you want. Oops, I have more than one. I only want one. Get off. But these have some sticky to them, so I won't need to glue it. And there it is. Here's the paper one. And it's real pretty. There, see? You see that really good? Little sparkle in the middle. So there's one down. Now for the fabric one, these are my little Shabby Chic ones. And I don't know if you've seen any of my cards that I have on my, they're in my shop, and I think I have a video of them. I like to put my flowers on sticks. So there's a stick. This is what they look like. And then I just take my ribbon after I put my flower on it, and I tie my ribbon around the back, and I have all kinds of either just plain, this is just like cotton ribbon, or the seam binding. I have the seam binding kind, which we're actually going to use right now. I'm going to get all this other stuff out of the way. So for this flower, what you're going to need is 2 paper doilies. Just 2 little cheapy paper doilies. A circle that's relatively small. You don't want a huge one, but you don't want one that's too small either. And then what you're going to do with them is we're going to turn them into little fans. So you're going to take it and you're going to cut it in half, 1 doily, and once you have it in half, you're going to make a fan with it. So you want to just fold it in half like this, and then again like this, and then I want my fan to be a little bit smaller. So we're going to go up one more. There. And you just pinch the end. Now with each one of your little fans, you should have 4 of them, like this. I'm cutting your 2 doilies in half and making your little fans. You're going to put a big old fat dab of glue right in the middle, and working kind of quickly before it dries, you're just going to stick these in the glue, like so. And, ooh, glue is hot. You can feel it on the other side of the circle. There you go. Then you're going to let it dry a minute. Ooh, glue everywhere. And then once it's drying, you want to kind of fan them out. And this is your base of your flower. And once it's dry, which it's not yet, and I just keep messing with it, so just give me a second. If you have any big spaces like this, where they're not, you know, where they're not touching, you can just take a little dab of your hot glue and stick them together. And there's only a couple spots where you can see it. Ow. Oh, hot, 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 hot. Okay, so here's your base. And then once you have this, you can do what I always do to everything. And actually, because of what I'm going to use to make the rest of this flower, I probably wouldn't normally use this color. I would have used one of my light pink colors on this, but it's in the studio and I'm not near the studio at the moment, so it's going to get tea dyed just like everything else out here got tea dyed. Ooh, good catch. And you're going to set this guy aside, and we're going to pick our ribbon, whichever one you want to use. Like some of them I used this, which is just, you know, the pretty lacy looking stuff. I have lots of different ones here. There's also the seam binding, which is colored and crinkled, and other ones, but I am going to use this. And I already sewed this one together, but I'll show you how to sew the second part, only because to save some time so you don't have to sit here and watch me do this. But all you do is take your needle and thread, big stitch all the way down, and then you're going to just gather it together. And because this one's kind of odd shaped, that's why I sewed it first, because I knew it was going to take me time to put it together in a circle because of this weird shape. But this is really pretty, so I was dying to make a flower out of it. Let's see where we're at. Oh yeah, this is going to be a beautiful flower. Once you have it the shape that you want it to be, don't worry about it being perfect, because these hot glue guns, boy, they can fix a lot. So you're just going to tie it together like this. Trim off your little extra. There we go. See? So this is what is going to go right in the middle. So you're going to take this, you want to kind of play with it a little bit, but play with it more once I get it attached to the actual base. So take your base, and take your glue, and a nice big fat glob of it in the middle so it'll hold it really good, and then you want to just stick it down. And without burning your fingers, like I just did, find something else to stick it with. Just push it down firmly in the middle and give it a second to kind of stick. And then after you're done sticking it down, then you can kind of play with it and fan it out, but this actually looks fine just the way it is. See, look at that. How pretty. Now, again, you could stop here and just put something in the middle a gem or a button or something to that effect. I think I actually even have one that I think would look nice in the middle of this one in here. See, if you were to stick something in the middle, you could be done right here. But I want more. More. And so I'm going to use this. This is the pink, and it's seam binding. And I'm just going to, I have no idea how much of this I'm going to want to use, so I'm just going to pull out a lot and just start sewing. And this is the one where you get to sit here and watch me sew. Sorry, but I only had one needle, so I couldn't sew them both for you before I got on camera. And see, super easy. Just go right along the bottom. Nothing special. You could even add a little bit more dimension to this guy if you wanted to, because you could maybe cut the very edge of it with some of those decorative scissors, maybe with like pinking ones, or whatever. I personally like the way it looks when it's all by itself, not doing anything to the edges. Let's see, how much is that? What do you think? Let's do it a tiny bit more. More. I'm definitely not stingy with my supplies. Okay. The same thing as we did with the other one, but because this is a lot skinnier, it's probably going to take me a minute to get it to go around in an actual circle. Or it'll be nice to me because I'm on camera and just do it the first time. That would be really cool. Let's see. Tie the knot. Well, let's not waste that much of this string. I got this, I don't even know where I got it, but this thread is like so tough. No matter how hard you tug on it, you are not going to be able to break it. I have no idea where I got it or even when I got it, but I do know it comes on this cute little spool, and it cost me $4.29, and it is the best stuff ever. If I ever remember where I got it, I will go get some more, and I will post it on my blog so you know where to go buy it. Okay. Oh, this is going to be so pretty. Okay. So here we go. And then you can just kind of play with it and get it to the shape you want it to be. Okay. And then you're going to take another dab of glue, put it right in the middle. Remember, these do not have to be perfect, because that is why they're called shabby. There it is. Look at that. See how pretty that is? And then you can go around and trim up any little excess that you don't like the way it looks. If something's sticking out that doesn't belong there, just cut it off. Now, the little button in the middle. Go more like that. And it has some sticky stuff on the bottom. Look at that. How pretty is that? And there it is. So there's the flowers that we did today. Where's the other one? I made so many of them I can't even remember which one. There it is. We did this one and this one today. I hope you like them. Oh, and by the way, if you wanted to put a stick on the back of this, like I did with these guys like this, all you have to do is take your stick, some hot glue it to the back. That's all you got to do. And then I just tie ribbon. See? I just tie some really pretty ribbon on there. It kind of goes with it. And that's it. Good to go. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to go to the blog and leave a comment for the card the drawing is on Wednesday, so not a lot of time. Sorry for the short notice. I have had it up for a little while, so some people have already started to sign up for it, and hopefully all of you will, so that you can get one of my cards and make some flowers and have a good time. And pretty soon the other book will be out and you'll be able to see the rest of it. I will definitely have a video out for it so that you can see the whole thing. And I hope you have a wonderful week and have a good evening. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.